Hey YouTubers, XD Shooter here with you, and what I want to talk about today is setting up a system that allows me to carry a gun in a regular bag like this one, messenger bag, or even a backpack. I'll show you both systems. The reason I wanted to do this and come up with this system, I've got a couple of different 511 bags that have a concealed carry pocket in them. The only drawback to those type of bags when you're in an urban setting or on vacation is you appear military, you don't blend in very well, and I want to fly under the radar, I guess, for lack of better terms. You know, I'm sure everybody's seen those guys. You know, the ones that have their carry permit, and whether they're law enforcement or whether they're just a lot of great guys dressed this way. Don't get me wrong, but you see them coming. They're wearing their BDU pants, their 511 tactical boots, their Glock T-shirt, their Glock hat, carrying their 511 VersaPack with their gun in it, and you know, same thing years ago. Used to be able to see, you know, you see some guy wearing a fanny pack and you'd be like, hey, so what kind of a gun you got? I don't want to have that profile. I want to blend in. I want to have the element of surprise. I know there's a lot of people that are proponents to open carry. I know there are some states where if you open carry you don't have to have a permit. That's all fine and good. Whatever floats your boat. But for me, I want the element of surprise. I want to have some firepower if I need it, and I also want to be able to use the system in not just a messenger bag like this one, or a computer bag, or a backpack, or a suitcase. The system that I've designed, actually I can slide it into the rear seat pocket on the passenger seat of my car. So all I have to do is reach back behind the passenger seat and I've got my gun in my hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that system, show you what I've developed, how that works. Basically, I've got a few components here. This is hook and loop. It's made by Maxpedition. There's a 3-mag carrier, there's a 2-mag carrier, and then just their Velcro holster. I think these are each about $10 a piece. And they have a lot of other different accessories that you can get that have the hook and loop attachment on the back. Doesn't really matter. You can go on there, figure out what you want on your board, in your system, and use that. So with that, what I want to do now is kind of show you how this gets put together. Okay, we've got the bag here, and what I did to create this system, because there is no hook and loop system in this bag and it's kind of flimsy, what I did is I developed, basically, for lack of better terms, a baseboard or an insert. Basically what this is it's a cutting board, just your basic cutting board that you can buy at any department store, Walmart, wherever. And I cleaned it good with alcohol, and then I got the industrial strength Velcro from Walmart. Industrial strength Walmart. It's very, very sticky stuff. This is the loop section of the Velcro, and then of course the hook section is on the accessories. So what this allows you to do, for instance, if I was going to configure this board for this bag, what this allows me to do is I've got my holster here, so I can place that on there. You know, if you want to put the gun in there and figure that out, you can do that. And then of course I've got, let's do this. I can put my flashlight, another magazine there, and then I'm going to turn this over and put some extra magazines on the back. Now what happens is I can open this up and I can slide it inside my messenger bag, and to really keep it so nobody else knows what I've got, obviously I can zip that up and then I can put my laptop in that pocket. I usually carry an iPad, so that's pretty light. But that way, even if I have the flap open, nobody's going to be able to see what it is that I've got in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to show you some of the stuff here, some of the things that I incorporated for my system. The magazines here that you're going to see are loaded. Okay. The weapon is safety checked. Look and feel, make sure. Okay. This is the Springfield Armory. It's an XD45. It's the tactical model. Okay. So that fits in the holster on the board there. And then typically the way that I have this configured for this system is I've got one loaded mag there. I've got my Streamlight Stinger there on that side. And now I have room for 3 fully loaded mags on the back side of the board. I could put them on the front side of the board if I wanted to have them low. This just kind of keeps them at hand. It's just it's personal preference. I've been kind of messing around with this to figure out where I wanted things. Okay, and you're going to have to do the same thing. But what this allows me to do now is I've got 60 plus rounds of ammunition with the gun loaded in my messenger bag. Okay, and there's how that looks, how that sits. Great thing about this system is I can lay this on the car seat right next to me, reach over, and I've got my gun in hand. Okay, you have to kind of adjust your holster how you want it. If you need your flashlight, whatever, you've got that. But that that pouch can be dedicated for that type of system. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, take a little break here, and I'm going to show you a similar idea. This would also work for a computer bag. A little bit more difficult in a computer bag because it just depends on what type you've got, how big the pocket is. Nice thing about this system is you can use any size cutting board that you want to based on the configuration you want to have. So I'll show you here this other bag quick. Okay, next configuration. A lot of people carry a backpack. Some bigger, some smaller than this. Just depends. You can tailor the size of the board to the backpack that you have. They make all different size cutting boards. Just depends on the size of the board, what you can put on it. So with this one, obviously inside the pouch here, there's a computer pouch in here where you can put your laptop, your iPad, whatever, and then you can see the access to the gun again is right there. And inside you've got the same amount of ammunition. The board is configured a little bit different. For this type of bag, the board's obviously standing straight up and down, so I'll show you what I've got there. Okay, so for this configuration, obviously the board is standing vertically. Same thing. Holsters placed on the board in a manner that allows you easy access to the handgun. Got one magazine and a flashlight there on the one side, and then on the other side of the board are the other 3 magazines loaded. So you've got a vertical way to, if you need to, this is another thing, if you wanted to have a system where it's it's in the back of the in the back of the pocket of your car seat, you could put it in the pocket of the passenger side front seat. So all you had to do is reach behind that seat and you got your gun in hand there, your flashlight, whatever. And the other thing that's kind of handy about it is it does have a handle right there, so if you do have to grab it and go quick, you just pick it up and you've got your handgun, extra ammunition, a flashlight. You could put any other types of accessories that you want to on there, and it gives you the option to carry as much or as little as you want. You could put knives on there, other pouches if you want other pouches of things. Maxpedition makes all different types of pouches that are hook and loop that would fit with a system like this. So just a quick thing that I came up with to incorporate into my system, and hopefully this helps you guys out and gives you some ideas on ways that that you could carry off your body if you want to. Gives you an option for a bag that you can put in your car for emergency in case you need it. Okay, just to wrap this up here, keep in mind with this type of a system, anytime that the gun is not secured on your person, anything that's not secured to your person can be picked up and stolen, taken. So you really want to be vigilant if you do use this type of system, that you're keeping it close to you and having it in your control. Because the last thing you want is to set it down, walk away, come back and find out that somebody came by, picked up your gun, your ammunition, your bag, probably with your personal information in it, and walked off with it. So that is one thing that I encourage anybody, and I know that probably goes without saying, that I encourage people that are carrying. You have to be more vigilant with your guns and make sure that you're keeping control of them yourself. So hopefully this gave you guys some ideas, and if you want to post video responses, if there's some system that you come up with that you like, feel free to share that here too. So with that, we'll see ya. Have a good one.